How's it going, amazing, awesome people? We're gonna get another Sunday episode with more Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment on the Nintendo Switch 2. Welcome to it. So last time, because we figured what's going to happen, because now, and in case y'all want to get spoiled, if I wanted to go and save it, so it seemed like that Ganondorf was taking control of Zelda as a puppet, and of course, Ganondorf did show up to assassinate Sonia. That's how I say her name, but yeah, so it seemed like that he was just trying to stab her in the back just so that he could just take the tear and go put it in his forehead so that he can get rage up, so that way he's growing even more powerful. That's whatever I'm seeing in the Blood Moon, or whatever, it just goes rising beyond that as him, because somehow he wanted to gain control of sending out more monsters everywhere, just like I mean we saw this custom before in Tears of a Kingdom, because that is this Ganondorf in his true new form. So we're gonna try to see how we go in advance of his next story over here called Striking North. So yeah, now we saw this is gonna be recommended on level 13. So yeah, now we see everybody here. So these are all of our free. So we got between Rauru, Zelda, and Mineru in our full group. So yeah, now let's get started. So we're about to embark at the northwest Hyrule field. So let's get started. This battle will be longer and more others than any we have faced before. Are you prepared for what lies ahead? Alright then, yes, let's get started.
With Sonia's blood still fresh on his hands, Ganondorf used her secret stone to transform himself into a being of pure evil. As a blood-red moon loomed high overhead, the new Demon King summoned forth terrible monsters to wreak havoc across Hyrule. Fortunately, Rauru and Zelda were able to make use of the Poripad and flee the castle before Ganondorf could claim their lives as well. Hyrule Castle, once a sacred symbol of peace, now played host to the great evil that threatened to consume the kingdom, and Rauru, having lost both his home and his beloved queen in but an instant, was overcome with sorrow and rage in equal measure.
Okay, so now that's it's an interesting theoretical reason why, because Ganondorf was becoming the king of the demon. So let's start a battle. We make north for the temple in the Tanago Canyon. Okay, here it comes. So it finally just begun. So I'll take lead for Rauru for now. Somebody help! Okay, so now we see these moblins are coming out. So there seems to be no end to the monster attack. We should strip to rescue anyone who were able to. Alright, well, let's just quickly take out that moblin. Can I have to do something in the Mineru? What happened down in the depths? One of the constructs that we discovered is gone and destroyed over the rest of his brethren before he left. The same construct that attacked me back at the castle, most likely. Alright, so go for a phalanx first. And we'll go use weak point, smash, to finish off. Okay, so we have to go north while defeating the monsters. So be it. Okay, well, it looks to me, because we do got here is a lot of these moblins we're clearing, so hold on a second. Now, I have not actually looked to see what are the side quests that we had to get for this year. Okay, so it looked to me because we did 50 out of 50 clearing the Bokoblin at Rauru. Alright, well, we already taken care of that. And we had to defeat 200 enemies at Rauru. Okay, well, we're still doing that. Okay, so I think the get here is one of this Hardy Truffle. Is that's whatever it used to be called. So we get 5 of each. And let's see here. Now we have to unlock a new camp effect. So we have to do battle with the 1 piece of embers applied to camp. Okay, well now I don't suppose well, actually I think I do have an ember. Let me go and check in with what do I want to check at? Okay, so I think it's as spoils. Okay, well, I don't think I have any of that yet, but let's just carry on. It's not looking good for me. Well, I mean, no, it's not looking good at all. Alright, so say the Hylian Captain find a difficult battle. Okay, so let's just clear them all. So we want to stick around our nose of knowing where the Karats are. No, not after how far we come. Alright, keep at it. Alright, so we'll get that flurry rush going. So we are dealing here is two of the moblins. Okay, why would you do that? Okay, but no, let's wrap it up with one of Raru's special. Alright, so we got these moblin corners. So we got some of Raru people helping out. So we are taking base of action over here. So yeah, we want that moblin out of the way. And there is one behind me. Okay, well I'm assuming that's the only moblin I just saw already. So let's try to go press it repeatedly. Okay, no, we should have just blocked that if we have a chance. Okay, so yeah, so the moblin's down. So let's go open the chest, pick up his parts, and go. So let's just keep pushing further. I know because there's just a lot of these monsters crawling everywhere. Now let's see here. Now there's no sign of Karats, so here's a cutscene. Okay, so this is a one humongous Bakabra there. These soldiers are outnumbered quickly. We have to help them. Okay, so this Bob Bakabra is back. Okay, come on. I should have just blocked that. What the heck? But you know, let's go for having Piercer. Hey, you know what? Hold on a second. Hold on. Now, I want to try equipping. Now, how do we do this? Okay, so I want to give Raru something. So we won't be needing any more of this time bomb. So let's put the time bomb away. So let's go using shot emitter right now. Oh, why would you do that? Stop being such a cheater. No, get electrified. Follow up. Come on, team, on me. Follow up on me. And yeah, so I need Zelda and Minuta's support. Okay, so Zelda, you go for the piercing light. Good job. And we'll get the Wii Smash. Alright, go for it, Zelda. Thank you everyone for coming to our aid. Allow me to repay you by fighting at your side. More of our soldiers that may be struggling out there. I suggest that we hurry to their aid. Okay, so we have to rescue 3 of the Hylian Captains. So be it. Okay, so look to me because we have to split up in 3. So I will need. Okay, so Raru, you're over there. So why don't you go in? And let's see, what can I have you? You know, you can reach all the way further ahead to this enemy outpost. Well, actually, let's see here. Okay, so for Minoru, I'm gonna let you head to the Hylian Captain. Okay, and I might be getting close to that enemy outpost, so we all have our assignments. Alright, so now we got here is these Lizalfos declared. So we'll go clearing those monsters and take out and take the parts right out of them. Because I know because one of these Lizalfos do drop Lizalfa tail, we have no time to agree with our losses just yet. All we can do is move forward and a foot before the others. Yes, sir, we must survive together. Okay, so there are still a lot of the Lizalfa we're dealing with. Okay, so Minoru, why are you over there? Hold on, shouldn't you be in your post? Why are you helping me? Well, say that you have our fans at our blaze. I wish I could have protected Queen Saliana, but there are still others I can help even now. Okay, wait. So there is a camp site. So we might as well set aside and see whatever it is that we can bring up. Okay, so you know what? So I think I only go here that we set out one of this ember. Now let's see here. Okay, so we gotta keep raising up more ESP. Okay, so we'll do the Mother Bud. And what else? Okay, so let's take out this big honey radish. Okay, so do we really want that supply to a camp to enhance the effect of any insect or meat to supply with it? Okay, then let's try one. And we'll go add all of 5 ingredients. And here's our camp effect. Okay, so at least we can keep adding. So we can gain 21% of ESP. That's very good. Alright, so let's get back to the battle. And go help out. So, Minoru, I don't know why you're over here. Okay, well, technically you are at the right post. Okay, good job for her. Okay, so this enemy outpost got secured already. So we can press onward. Yeah, now I can see there is a lot going on around here. So I'm just checking this area to make sure. Okay, well, there are way too many monsters everywhere. Okay, well, I can see now this is going to be a long war. Because there are going to be a lot of these macabrins. And these macabrins are what? Skeletons? So target weaknesses when facing enemies with an enhanced weak point gauge. Alright. Let's try that. Okay, hold on. So let's do Sin Strike. So we'll go Sense up with Minoru again. And we're gonna get the clobbering on all of the monsters. Alright, so we'll keep at it. So we'll go press on X. Okay, so Zelda did get a level up, so she's on level 18 now. Okay, so if only this camera can focus. Alright, so that deal 500 KOs. Very nice. Okay, so let's go for the weak point. Thank you for rescuing us. Allow us to join the fight. Well, I mean, yeah, join us. The party's on. Alright, so we can still keep clearing the path. A horde of monsters approaching from the south, but we had to help our soldiers before it's too late. I mean, we won't want that happening. Well, actually, let me go and switch out with Rauru. So we're dealing with this mob over here. Okay, so you know what? I think it's time to go for a shot emitter. Okay, seriously, why are you still fighting back? Alright, so we'll go hit his weak point. Okay, so it seems like we made it just in time. Now let's continue on toward the temple. And we must. Okay, so let's proceed. By the way, Minoru, it was a relief to see that Lanalia managed to escape with you. She was actually looking forward to you when I found her. It's a fate to her that so many other people were able to flee to the castle unharmed. Okay then, so we'll go and take the explosion on all of these enemies. The kingdom is ours, and I will never let you have it. Alright, go for it, Rauru. Alright, so let's see where we're headed. Okay, so it's up this path. Well, actually, wait a second. Nah, I think we're going the wrong direction. So I think we gotta go up this way. Yeah, cause I can see because there's just a sea of monsters crawling everywhere, and those little goo guys, those little blobs called choo-choos. A formidable foe, but we must preserve. Okay, so now we got the Hinox. So let's go use Heaven Piecer. Alright, so I want everybody on me. So I want. Okay, well, Zelda is already there. Minoru, I want you to come help out We gotta take out that Hylian at the team. Our spirit will never break. Should have been back, everyone. Alright, so we're gonna need that flurry rush. Because I was going to get bodied by this Hylian. Okay, let's use flame emitter. Alright, keep at it. Alright, so we only got 2 weak points left. Alright, come back here. We're not done yet. Oh my god, it's about to pick up a tree. A log. Okay, so I don't know if it's gonna start swinging yet. But let's go for Phalanx Crush. See what happens. Okay, so we get no flurry rush for this. So we can still press X repeatedly and go for its weak point. We made it through unscathed, and the others are behind us and sure to have no trouble following safely. Okay then, so let's start breaking wooden bosses. Okay, so we are collecting more and more batteries. As long as the King Warriors are with us, and we'll fight on. Oh my god, no, I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. What button I'm supposed to press? Well, that's fine. We can waste one special on this Bokoblin. So yeah, I mispressed the button. It was Y to set up camp. Okay, well, we're still on the effect of the special attack charge rate and the ESP. So, is there anything else that we can get? Okay, well, we can't get one of these specials for a movement. But let's just return to the battle, we're fine. So we have to head for the northern escape point. Alright, well, that's where we're headed. So, let's proceed with haste. Okay, hold on. So, I not have seen this mechanic before. So, what is this? A Karak? Okay, so there's a Karak that can give you a seed, which you need. Okay, so the blood moon has just risen. Okay, well, this is going to be a huge war fight with all of these monsters crawling everywhere. I've never seen a monster in such a number before. Alright, well, we can keep at it. So, let's start opening the chest. So, we pick up here, it's a Bazona Steel for spear. Just for spear, I mean. Alright, so we just pick up one bundle of wood. Okay, so now we got here the blue Bokoblin we're dealing with. So, let's go for a Heaven Piercer again. And we'll try Flame Emitter. Okay, wait, does that. And then go for Flame Emitter. Alright, so we can cancel it. Go for the weak point to finish it off. I'm right behind you. Okay, so we can pick up every supply and start by whacking bosses so we can regain more batteries as much as we like. Okay, now let's carry on. Okay, so that there is a propeller, which means we're about to get another Karak seed. So we just pick up 2. We finally broken through their defenses. Onward, everyone, don't lose heart. Follow His Majesty leader. We march together. Okay, so we're going up against this Linnell. Yet again, and they seek to bar our path. Be ready, they won't stop us here. Alright, so we know the drill. Shot emitter. And we'll keep following up. Okay, hold on. Finish it off. And I can't go use normal impact yet, so it's doing this roar. And how much is still the guard that? I was gonna get ready to dodge, but actually I was planning on guarding it by any chance. Okay, so let's have Minoru take his course.
The end has come.
Okay, so now we'll go break his weak point. So she go get out her construct and start blasting missiles right out of his Linnell. Okay, let's try out both of his strong attack. Oh, whoa, whoa, this is bad. Why is it so strong? Okay, we'll leave that flurry rush. Hold on. But we can see the basic controls on how to use regular and strong attacks on Minoru. Okay, so let's go sense up together with Raru. Okay, so we're pointing the light at this now and go for the finishing blow. These monsters simply keep coming. How will we ever make it out here safely? We already broken through with the burnt of their blockade. All we need to do now is to press on. Okay, here's our victory success there. Alright, so each character get a level up. Okay, so it seems like that Zelda is catching up quick. So she's on level 20 now. Alright, so we can each keep raising up some more experience if we have to. Okay, so a new camp effect is now available when supplying materials. Increases the engage charge rate. Alright, very nice. Okay, so look at here. So we got here is 5 of these Zonite Steel. So we got here is one of his hand of that weapon there, and we got at least 3 and 2 of those spears. Alright, very good. So look at here. So we did patch up 5 of each hardy truffle. Yeah, I can't forget about whatever these material names are called. So yeah, now that's pretty good stuff there. I like to see. Alright, so we can continue.
King Raru.
Weak, fragile creatures! None can hope to stand against me, strongest of the 4 Archfiends!
We can't. Not at our current strength.
4 colossal masses of gloom emerged from Hyrule Castle as it fell. If I had to guess, I'd say that Fiend is one of them. Attacking such an adversary head-on would only lead us to greater misery.
I understand that. But what other choice do we have?
A short time before Raru and the others encountered Grimgera, the Archfiend of Tempests, in Hyrule Field. A construct and a Korok watched from high above as the sanguine light of Ganondorf's blood moon swept across Hyrule.
What the? Why'd the sky turn red all of a sudden? And where do you think you're going? Don't try and ignore me, bud! Huh? Hey, look! You can't seriously be thinking of playing hero here. You're stop us, are ya? Let's see you try. Go and get him, bud. Hang on. That means I'm going too? I take it back, I take it back!
Okay, so this here is beneath by the blood moon. Okay, so now we're actually taking control of the constructor. Come on, brother, this is no time to be playing hero. Well, this is time to be playing hero, alright? Okay, so press R to fire a beam of light or hold it for continuous fire. Move L, B to dodge. You can enable aiming with the R in the option menu. Alright, fair. Let's go try. Whoa, where you get a weapon like that? Okay, well that looks pretty sick. I hate to hate that we got the monsters on the ground and in the air and just about everywhere. Just look. Well, the folks are down there are in trouble. Look like they're all heading north. Can't do much to help them until we get rid of the bad guys up here, bro. Alright, well, it looks like we're actually, well, at least we can try to dodge them. Well, we're not going to try to hit us. What's that floating over there? Are you thinking there's something that we could use? Okay, now let's try picking that up. So that there is some Zonite device. So this is flight mode. Obtaining Zonite devices. When the mysterious constructor obtains a Zonite capsule, it can equip a Zonite device. Obtain capsules by picking up a floating item, defeating enemies, or destroying terrain. Alright, next one says here, Zonite devices that can be used to attack or to enhance your flight mode capabilities. You can equip up to 2 different offensive Zonite devices at once. Alright, so rockets are Zonite devices that can be used for attacking. Lock on to a multiple enemy device holding ZL or ZR and aiming with the L after locking on. Release the ZL or ZR to launch the rockets. Alright, well, at least it's worth trying. So they're all over us, bud. What do we do? Okay, so we're gonna try locking on. And then if I had nothing to be scared of as long as I got my butt here. Okay, so we can fire multiple shots at all of these enemies. So, okay, now this is for enhancing Zonite devices. When the mysterious construct is in flight mode, obtaining duplicates of a Zonite device that you already have will enhance that device capabilities. For example, an enhanced rocket can lock on to more targets at once. Alright then. Okay, so we can still lock on to all of these enemies. We can still do that. Look at that, bud. The floating islands. I guess I wasn't seeing things after all. Okay, so we'll go take out one of his enemies. So much for putting down the rooster at the castle, right? When I found that spear too. Oh wait, so both things are not enemies. That things are real important, you know. It's what's gonna keep me standing while I grow big and tall. If that's so. These are guys and friends of your bud. What's with the weird stuff that's stuck on them? Okay, so we can try firing. We can press and hold. Okay, so let's try it. Hold on. So we just use the flame emitter. Okay, so we got nothing left. So why so many? Why so many? Okay, let's try locking on. So we don't have enough battery left. Okay, so I think we do now. Hold on. So let's try locking on all of these constructs. Okay, so now we're moving downward. Okay, so now we gotta press and hold this time. So we gotta destroy this rock wall. So you can shoot it, you can fly to any other tricks that you're hiding from me, bud. Okay, so we just pick up here is fan. So reflect enemy projectile when a person beats to dodge. Okay, so let's do that. Let's try that instead. Okay, and we saw this gigantic spear up in the sky already. So there's a low end to these things. I don't even want to think about what's happening down on the ground. Okay, so I think I just found a corrupt there, which is floating above the sky. Okay, so now we have to fight this Frost Cleo. Uh-oh. It's a block of the path. Okay, so now it's going to shoot tornado at us. Okay, so we really wanted to get close, so let's just try firing with rockets. But I mean, if we get close, then we can flame throw it. So why does it get to have 3 heads and I only got 1? No fair. Okay, so what's going on here? So these auxiliary devices can enhance your flight and motor capabilities. Press B at the last moment to reflect the incoming enemy projectiles. Okay, so we're using fan for our flight mode. Okay, so we can actually do that. Okay, well we have the fan attached to this construct here. That fan's willing to make all kinds of wind and we never get anywhere near it without you, bud. Alright, so just keep firing. Okay, so it's thinking about shooting another projectile. Okay, so now we start stunning it. Okay, and now we'll go break its weak point. Let's go with that. Alright, so now we start shooting rockets. Okay, that's pretty sick. So cool. Okay, now what is it doing? So it's mad now, so it started breathing ice everywhere. That things are starting to get serious. Okay, so this is weakening Zonite devices. So in flight mode, taking the damage may cause the mysterious construct to drop one of its equipped Zonite devices. Dropping and enhance the device will downgrade it to its previous state. Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's break out. Stay on your toe, bud. I will try to do my best. I'll stay on my toe. Okay, so we can get much closer with the flamethrower because the frost glio can be weak to that. Oh, come on. Take out its head. Okay, we can take out the tummy. Okay, so let's keep going. Well, not fair, bud. Keep up the pressure. And I believe I miscalculated the correct name, so his name was Calamo. Okay, so now we're pressing ZL and ZR together. Okay, so we go deliver the final blow. Alright, don't get eaten. Is it over? Phew, I thought I would have got it over. Maybe next time I'll try flying straight, would ya? Yeah, but I mean, I could fly sky high by flying straight and go reading whatever this Quran had to say. I do both ways than one. Okay, here it is. So we get here is 700, so that goes total 3,206. Alright, so here's how much of a reward we gained. So we got between the Sky Shroom, the Zonite, the Summer Wind Butterfly, and the Crossy. Alright, well, we'll keep that coming. So I sincerely do hope we take on more challenges when we're back at the sky. So let's just stay tuned and find out later.
Phew. Hope those people on the ground are doing okay. Uh-oh. Probably not so great with that thing around. That wasn't a suggestion, bud. Stop! Over there.
Okay, so we're still going. So this next stage level is getting even longer. Was that a construct of that just flew past us? Something about it that felt strangely familiar. Okay, so we can press and hold R and press B to use the fan to reflect the enemy's projectile back at them. Okay, let's try that. so we can consider that later. Right now that we need to just focus on staying out of that beast's path. Everywhere you look at, it's a more monster, but you're not going to stand it for that, are you, bud? Okay, so let's cancel that. We don't want all of our batteries to go to waste. Okay, so now we're dealing here is this mobbling in the back. Alright, so we'll go help out Hylian Captain as much as we have to. So let's see what we can go use. Okay, so let's try fan again. Okay, so I got no batteries, so I need to get some more. Alright, so we can just still keep doing what we do better. Okay, wait. Keep at it. Okay, so we can judge that just in case. Okay, so I can see that the Calamo is putting up a combat there. Okay, so we can still block that. I always want that timing. That's going, bud. What you got there, bud? And why do you look so interested in it? I mean, why would you ask? Okay, so assign the Bokoblin horn to a special action. Okay, and we can assign it to this fan. Okay, so this here is the Boko. What's it called? Boko switch cutter. Okay, so it says you Bokoblin punch one after another to let loose it with a swift flurry of slashes. The more punches you do, but the longer the attack will continue. Alright then, so let's get to know better using it. Fuse the attack greatly reduce an enemy's weak point gauge. Okay, so let's try one instead. I use my life for stranger. I just hope for others I say too. Very well be if we got anything to say about it. Can't promise anything, but we'll do our best. Whoa, where you learn to fight like that? Nice job of putting those old monster bits to good use. Okay, now seeing what's going on, so we go and observe. So there was another corrupt there, so we did pick up one of his seed. King Rumble, where are you, Your Majesty? I swore an oath to protect you, and yet... Look, brother, more soldiers. They all must have got this lit up when they were running out of this castle. Who are you two? No, there's no time for that. I need some help if you're willing to offer. Yeah, well, you got no time to explain, pal. You got a war to finish. Incredible, I've never seen such a skill in my life. Okay, so is this Typhan we ran into, right? It's a guy never stopped amazing me. Okay, so we can still block that. So what's our power surge? What did that do? Oh wait, so that gives the construct more batteries? Interesting. Okay, so let's try flame emitter. See what happens. Okay, so I can't go reading any basic tutorial while I'm in the middle of combat. It's just getting way too distracted. Okay, so let's go for more Boko Swift Cutter. Keep at it. Just a little bit left. Okay, so it's nothing good yet. So it's a boss Bokoblin about to lose. Okay, so here's our checkpoint. Oh, okay, so we can go surfing with a ship like yours, and we may actually stand a chance in this. Please help me rescue my fellow soldiers before it's too late. In the chamber, you're free to take any supplies that you like from our camp. As do always. Okay, so we did take another special ration. Okay, so your batteries have been replenished. Good. Alright, so let's see here. Okay, so we'll start with this Hylian Pine Cone. And what else can we start? Okay, so we'll do the Mother Bud. We'll do raw meat. We'll do another Mother Bud. And okay, there's nothing to change the effective active effects right now. So let's start doing our supplied. Okay, here it is. So we just raised up the special attack charge rate plus 24% and 6% of the ESP. We're good. We'll keep that coming. Okay, so this is controlling Calamo. So this is a traveling corrupt that boasts a variety of strong attacks that make use of nature bounty. Firm fruit that explodes and bursts of flame, ice, and electricity. Okay, alright, fine. Guess I don't mind chipping in. Okay, so we're actually playing Calamo as this Karat fellow. That's very cool, alright. So we can no longer play as the Construct. So now we can freely play as Calamo. So the monsters over here are a little stronger than the ones that we faced so far. Brace yourself. There are just too many of them. Okay, so we gotta go help this Hylian Captain. Okay, so let's see what you got going on here. So you got Dazzle, Fruit Charge, and Bouncing Slash. Let's try Bouncing Slash. Okay, very nice combat. Very good. Okay, so we're gonna make sure we does that. I'll keep at it. So now we're just freezing these guys to death. And let's go use Dazzle Fruit Charge. Okay, so now we'll go break his weak point. Go for it, Calamo.
I can fight too.
Okay, so it seems like that this mysterious construct have reappeared. You come to help us, then take this, and we need all the aid that we can muster. Okay, so we got the cannon, a Zonite device that fires and bears of powerful shots. It can be fired repeatedly in whatever direction it faces. Okay, more tutorial about cannons. So these Zonite devices fire a barrage of powerful shots in the direction they face. Okay then, well, let's just set that to a side. So I think we're all done using, you know what? We already see what Rocket does, but actually, let's take out Flame Emitter. We'll take a break on that. So we gotta keep using these Zonite devices. Well, look at what we got here. Come on, bud. Let's teach these monster a lesson. No, we're going to overwhelm us. Okay, so let's try to see if we can get that Karak by popping this balloon. Alright, so we'll get the Karasi and go. Okay, so we're just gonna head onward. So there's no way around that the Archfiend Better will simply have to face it head on. Unless, of course, we can find it mean diverting the attention. You know, I always dream of putting that down and rooted in the Hyrule field in and now, but the place is full of monsters. Even though the greenest grasses are starting to the world to too, how something like this happened. Okay, so I think it's time we go and show off this cannon over here. So we're just shooting cannons directly at all of these monsters everywhere, and picking up one of their parts, of their materials or whatnot. Okay, I was going to go for dust, so how in the world did I get hit? Okay, so come on, would you please guard that? How am I too slow to guard? I'll keep at it. So let's go for Dazzle Fruit Charge again. We'll go with more of that. Alright, so we can keep dodging that. Keep attacking. Alright, so now it's time. So we're ready to go break his weak point. Let's go with that. Alright, and we can... Hold on. So forget both if you hadn't come when you did it. Well, let's forget that for now and focus on the fight at hand. Alright, so now we're joining forces with Typhan. Okay, so this is controlling Typhan. A battle hardened a high leader who fights with a sword in the one hand and a shield in the other. His powerful attacks allow him to overcome enemies with brute force. While holding the L to the guard and press the Y at the right time to perform a perfect guard. Okay, we could try that. So now we're actually playing with Typhan. My minion defeated? But who? Destroy them. Destroy them this instant. Okay, well this is a very long word. Pretty sure he's talking about us, bud. Come on, let's take those monsters out. Okay, so we do got here is a new objective coming up. Okay, so first time around we're playing with Typhan. But the monsters seem to be going somewhere, but where and why? Perhaps the very gate had been drawn by that the flying construct that we saw earlier. Alright, well let's keep at it. Alright, so we're going with strong attack. And what other monster we're going up against? Okay, so we got, it's another Hinox. And it just took out one of his minions. That's good to know. Okay, so let's see what you got. You got Leaping Slice and Shield Rush. Let's try Shield Rush. And we'll go with more cannon. Okay, so let's not go wasting batteries. Everywhere you look at it, it's the same old miserable story. Hyrule changing and it's for the worst. For now, perhaps, but don't worry. The kingdom will never fall while we're here to defend it. I mean, we won't let that happen, now will we? Alright, so we'll need that Flurry Rush. And we'll try Leaping Slice. Alright, go with another Flurry Rush. Okay, so I'm looking at Typhan level, so he's a level 17. And he needs to catch up. Alright, get another Flurry Rush, if you must. Alright, and we'll do more Shield Rush. Oh, come on, how are you backing up from me? Okay, you know what, let's do one of this special. I'll keep at it. So, it looks to me because we're not playing between Zelda, Rauru, and Minero anymore. It's just a V3 new character that we're playing. Well, actually, we already played this on Construct already because we did unlock here is a 2 other character that we can play as a Calamo as a Karat and Typhan as a warrior. Another of my servant defeated, you detectable little. Fine, I'll end you myself if I had to. Are you serious? Hey, that thing that we saw earlier, watch out, buddy. He's a little way tougher than his little friends. Okay, so I just got ice, so hold on a minute, hold on. Time out. Let me get my ration out. Okay, so we're going up against this Grimgera. The Archfiend seems to be distracted. Someone else must be fighting it. I wonder who exactly, but that is not what matters now. Everyone make it for Tanaga's kingdom. Okay, Rauru and his allies have begun retreating. Good to know. So let's go use cannon. Okay, we can cancel that. Okay, so let's go move all over the place. Oh, come on, let's break his roots. Okay, so we'll join forces with the Construct and Calamo. Okay, so we're gonna try Shield Rush this time. So why is it moving all over the place? What the heck is going on? Okay, well let's just keep getting some more rations. Okay, so we're gonna go with more cannon. How is it not? How is it not getting closer enough? Okay, now this is bad. How on earth are we supposed to avoid that? Okay, well this is gonna be a long battle with this Grimgera. Okay, but you know what? I want to play something else, so let's start sensing up. So I'm gonna play with this Mr. Construct, not Typhan. I mean, we wanted to hold still. Okay, so let's just do bomb instead. But the female attacker will work against me now. My blizzard will flee to you where you stand. He's looking all kind of icy there. We gotta find a weakness. Okay, so you know what? It'll be weak against Flame Emitter, but it's too far. She's way too far high. Okay, now it's pretty much coming down. Okay, so let's get some more batteries. And let's try attacking. So we're gonna go with Power Surge. Well, actually, wait a second. We should have just go for the Flame Emitter. I must have forgot. Why is it always moving? It would never hold still. Oh, come on. It gotta be weak against fire. Can we please use that instead? Come down, you coward. Alright, now let's try a flame emitter. And never want to come down. How are we always getting nice like that? Alright, wait. Want that? Oh, okay, not there. I moved to the wrong side. What the heck? Okay, this is my last special ration.
I'm here.
Okay, switch to Typhan. Future vermin, why did you struggle?
Hope you're ready.
I'll keep at it, weaken it. We have your fun today, Fiend, but we never fall to the likes of you. I'll go back to consult. How come it's a rash machine to be giving me so much trouble? Just one of you. Hopefully you're not expecting an answer to that. My buddy here does not really wonderful words. Okay, well this is Mr. Construct tried to be like Link. Is who asked me. Okay, so I got no battery on me. So I can still just use one. And I can still go with flame emitter if I had to. Okay, so I think it's time to stop. So let's go use more batteries instead. And we'll use the Boko slice. Okay, so we can't go using any unique skills yet. Oh, come on. Please, let me touch you. Okay, well, we still got that surf. It's one of Link's moves. I mean, he go learn that in Age of Calamity. Alright, so switch it to Calamo. Go for it. Okay, hold on. What else you got going on? Okay, so use your cannons. Alright, so we can move out of that. So I'll play with Calamo for a little while. So is it going to hit it? Okay, so it's down. So we'll go give it everything we got. Okay, so now Calamo and Typhan are sensing up each other. So we get to throw at it. Alright, that's teamwork. Let's go. Great teamwork. Great effort. Alright, now let's finish it off. Go for it, Calamo. Go be the hero. A little hero you are.
All that just to run away, huh? Wonder if those other folks held out all right.
Your Majesty! I'm so sorry. I was right there next to her, and yet
You did all that you could, and I'm glad you are safe. We likely never would have reached Tenagar Canyon without you.
Rauru, the construct we saw flying above us.
It resembled those we found in the depths. And the one that attacked me back at the castle. Though, my assailant gave off a vile aura. The same one I felt from Ganondorf as he became the Demon King. The two constructs couldn't be more different.
When we first discovered that chamber, one of its pedestals lay bare. The construct that was originally dormant there must have somehow awakened and escaped the ruins. As did the second, which, corrupted by evil, laid waste to the facility and all its remaining brethren.
That one with the Korok riding it. I have a feeling it was trying to help us.
Zelda, we mustn't let our guard down. Assuming those constructs are the forbidden creations which brought about the end of the Zonai, they could set our world to ruin. Even just a single one. And I refuse to invite further tragedy.
Alright, victory success. Here we go. So the Hylian and Tempest had got complete already. So let's just go look at the total for the day of Ruby we got there. Okay, so we got 3,921. And of course we got here the new weapon called the Zonite Longsword. A large Zonite sword made of Zonite. When gripped with the hilt respond to the wielder, the power created a shining blade of light. I mean, yeah, it does look like an interesting mechanic. Alright, well, let's hold on to it then. Okay, so here's our today's specialty for our Zonite steel. So we got one hand and spear. So those were our two. Alright, so let's just take everything and go. Alright, so our next war has just begun. Because that there is the longest stage that we ever take in. So new information have been added to the map. Okay, so now we have the event to do the one up at the sky. So this here is a mysterious construct via Karad's companion. A construct found and awakened in the depths by Calamo, able to transform and take it to the skies and travel across Hyrule at the feast of Karad loyal companion. Okay, well, we saw it in the back then since the first beginning of that cutscene where we saw that the Calamo was underneath the depths or whatever he just entered beneath. So he did discover this mysterious construct which he just already encountered. Okay, so here it is. So this here is a Calamo traveling Karad. A boisterous Karad roaming Hyrule, which is a constructed companion in search of a place to put down roots. He was allegedly something of a celebrity among the other Karad back in the Great Hyrule Forest. Alright, next up is Typhan. So a veteran soldier sworn to defend the royal family. Deeply moved by Rauru and Sonia's devotion to the people of Hyrule, he was among the first to enlist as a protector of their fledgling kingdom. Okay, so here's what's happening. So we get here is two new stories available. So the constructor and the Karad. A mysterious constructor and a Karad have appeared from out of nowhere. While they seem to stand against the Demon King's army, of their true intentions are unclear. Okay, so it looked to me because we got a lot going on. So save data from Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity was found on your system. You acquire a bonus weapon. Nice. Okay, so we get the High Guard Claymore. Okay, yeah, I remember I have that game of Age of Calamity back since 5 years ago since I last played on my playthrough. A Claymore issued to the bravest warrior in all Hyrule. Wielded as a large and heavy blade that comes as a second nature to the battle-tested veteran who use it to slay their kin enemies. Okay then, well, let's hold on to that. Okay, so with the same data from the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was found on your system, you acquire a bonus weapon. Okay, so we did acquire here the High Guard Sword. A sword issued to be the Kingdom of Hyrule most trusted guards. Light, sharp, and exceptionally easy to wield. This weapon was designed to clear a path for royalty itself. Alright, so this is a Calamo and a mysterious construct that can now use camping in the shared item with a Hyrulean army. Alright, that's very good. Very good indeed. Okay, so these guys are not ready yet. So we're not ready to take on this recommendation, which is required by level 20. So this is Shadows in the Snow. Okay, so there's a difference between the Shadow in the Depth and Shadow in the Snow. Well, while it's back here in this surface over here. Yeah, so take a look at what's going on up at the sky. So there it is. So beneath the Blood Moon already got fully completed already. So there's nothing we can go over right now. Okay, so it looks to be because we got here is a lot to get catching up with the Karak. Not this just named Karak. Its name is Calamo. Yeah, so Calamo is a Karak. So we got between a Calamo and this mysterious construct. And of course, we did set aside because we have here is this third new member of the team named Typhan. Yeah, but it's too bad that we don't have Sonya as a playable character because she already died, and we knew that that Ganondorf took out Sonya nice and good. That's not a good sign. Alright. Well, you know, guys, I think we are going to take a rest spot just right by here. So, I believe in next time on Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. So, we're going to do the most that we could because we got is a lot to get situated around here. So, we were still trying to take on as much quest areas as possible by gaining more of the reward. And trying to take on this next story over here for Shadow in the Snow. Well, that's going to be a very long time. Well, technically, we still got is a lot to train up with each characters. Now, that's something we're going to do more things that happen later. So next time, we'll go all out and take on these two challenges. And once we get that done, then we'll probably get these quests finished once we're at it. So I won't keep saying the whole rest of whatever I know, but at least we'll probably take a rest spot just around here. So that's about it, you guys. So thank you all so much for taking the time to tune in and watching this series. So if you're enjoying yourself, if you want to see more of Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, be sure to leave an advertisement, like, share the video, and subscribe. If you do subscribe, ring that notification bell so that you'll be stay up there and notified to when my news and awesome videos come your way. So that's gonna be all it for Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. We'll be picking more in next one. So take care, you guys, and I hope to talk to you in the next video.